Hello, hello, beautiful souls. See everyone's starting to pop on here. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing good. Hi, Paige. Hi, Annette. Hi, AJ. So good to see everyone. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Jen Jean. Thank you, AJ. Already sharing my live. I so appreciate y'all. Y'all are so good to me. Thank you, thank you. All right, first person to share my live was AJ. Let's do a card reading. You want some cards read, AJ? Let's see what you got going on here. So let's see, I'm using my, I don't know, I'm kind of stuck on this deck. I have a ton of decks. I don't know, but I have been loving this one. It's my Angel Tarot deck. Isn't it pretty? All right, let's see what we got going on for AJ. So glad to see everyone. Thank you for liking and sharing my live. Let's see here. Let's see what they're gonna say to AJ. Oh, I'm filling this deck. All right, let's see, AJ, what we got here. Okay, very good. All right, Miss AJ. Got a lot going on in your life now, don't you? Hi, Nana Ray Ray. Hello, hello. Okay, Miss AJ, let's see. Okay, I don't usually do this. Don't you love that when I say that? I am always on here doing all kinds of things, and just wait until I learn some of those fancy things that I see other people doing, where they have things in the background or they write on their screen. I will be doing some of that. I just don't know how yet. Okay, Miss AJ, I'm gonna see if you can go live. I'm gonna give you this card reading live. I don't ever do that. I don't know why I'm feeling drawn to do it this time, but I am. Let's see if she comes. Hi, AJ.
Hi there.
Is that your name, AJ?
My name's Ashley.
Ashley. All right, let me write that down, or I will forget, even though you just told me. I will forget. All right, Miss Ashley. So when I roll on into these cards, the first card I am getting is the King of Wands. This is really about action and motivation. And the King, you can see how fierce he is. So when I tap into it intuitively, I see you turning, like you are starting to change the way you view the world. Something has really gotten your fires going lately. Do you know what I'm referencing?
Yes, I do.
Very good. The next card coming up is the Devil card. Some people hate to see this card, like, oh my goodness, the Devil's. No, no, no. This is just about something that could get you off track. This is something that, you know, you're fired up about something. The Devil card could get you off track. It could be a substance or it could be a person. The next card, though, is the Hangman. This is telling me for you to take time out, to keep your thoughts to yourself for a while and really ruminate on them before you start charging forward in your new direction. You have some people, you are really changing, Ashley, like quickly and deeply. You are changing.
Yes.
If you start, this feels to me like it's not negative friends, but it's just other people who don't have your same belief system that you're kind of moving towards that will kind of change your opinion. This Hangman is really telling me that you need to just sit back with yourself, take some time out, sit with your own belief system, and then you will find a new direction to charge forward. The Knight is really about confidently moving in a direction, and the Swords is really about your mind, your thoughts, and your beliefs. Does that
Yes, ma'am.
resonate with you? Now, do you have any questions for me?
No, I think it all is stemming as my husband is actually moving out very soon in a week or so.
Okay.
So I think this is really what all of this might be about.
It absolutely feels that resonates 1,000%. And so when you said that, they dropped in that Devil card. There might be some people who are going to blame you or think maybe you should have done something differently. That Hangman card is saying, no, Ashley, you made the right decision. Sit with it, sit with your thoughts on it before you charge out in a new path. And
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
very sorry. You know, even whenever relationships need to break up for the emotional health of all those concerned, it's still a grieving process. Please allow you yourself that time to grieve.
For sure. I will. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. No, that was kind of fun because I read these cards and y'all, yes, y'all do a very good job of putting on there. Yes, that resonates. Yes, it's true, but it's nice whenever I'm actually talking to people and I can give them a little bit more feedback on, yeah, that is exactly what it means. And this is how you need to interpret it. How is everyone doing tonight? I so appreciate y'all. I love that y'all are sharing my live. Thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. I see people in here already saying that a deer was at the cemetery. Was that her? Yes, yes, Miss Sissy, it was. I'm going to do this card reading here for Jen Jean. Y'all know I've been doing how did the puppy, you're so sweet. Look at that Alan mom wanting to know how the puppy's appointments went. So when you have Great Danes and you do things like we do an oral heartworm and flea and tick. So, but Great Danes gain weight so quickly, they will not give them a several month supply. They like you to bring them in and weigh them. So we had to bring them in, and they're 5.5 months. And our big boy Odin, we call him the Big O, he was 100 pounds. And then Hera, who was a little bit more petite, she was, what was she, 83? 85. She was 85 pounds. So we have the 100-pound Big O is what we call him. And then we have the 85-pound Hera. So thank you, Alan Mom. They went really well. Yeah, and you know what? I'm telling you, having Great Danes is not for the faint of heart, and it is also not for people. And I'm not saying that we have deep pockets, but our kids are out of our house. Because if I had all of my kids back home and was still feeding and supporting them, I would not be able to afford these dogs. They eat so much. To walk into the vet yesterday, and we didn't even get charged for office visit because we were just going in to weigh them. So to just get their 1 month medication, flea and tick, and heartworm was $148. But you know what? I was trying to be grateful because there was plenty of people checking out beside me that were picking up doggies that had had surgery, and their bills was like $1,300, $2,400. I was like, I am very thankful I get to pay this $150 and get out of here. All right, this so thank you for asking. Let's see, this was for Jen Jean. Let's see what we got, Miss Jen Jean. All right, I'm going to split them up, see which deck. All right, that's the one we're going with for you. Okay, can Jen Jean go live? Let's see. Oh, not quite. Miss Jen Jean, you must be new to TikTok. Welcome, welcome. All right. Miss Jen, I am seeing for you, these are beautiful cards. There's a lot of new beginnings for you in this read. When you lay cards out, they kind of tell a story. The star card is the first one. When you see it first in a reading, it is really telling me that you've been having a lot of downloads. You've really been stepping into your intuition. It's a time of new beginnings for you. You're starting to kind of spread your wings is what I'm hearing. Then you have 2 ace cards. The ace cards are really about starting something new. There's a card in between. I was trying to sit down this deck so I can pull them up. So you have this one. So this is the order they were going in. First you had the star card. We just talked about that. Then you have the Ace of Wands. You have the World card. And then you have the Ace of Cups. Now it's important to their order. The Ace of Wands, the Wands is about energy and action, and coming right off the star card, you are feeling very energized, very pumped, very motivated to head in a new direction. This World card is confirmation you need to head in that new direction. And I'm hearing that you're feeling a little bit hesitant about it. It's not something you've ever considered doing. Very much I'm hearing go in that direction, make it happen. Ending on the Ace of Cups. The Cups is about relationships. When you start in this new direction that you are being very drawn to go in, that you're very motivated, you can't even stand it. I just feel like a happy little puppy. And to go in that direction, you are going to start new relationships. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a romantic relationship, but you're going to start some beautiful new relationships, I'm hearing, with like-minded people. You'll see me sucking on my water. I haven't had enough today, so I'm trying to suck it all down. All right. I want to thank everyone so much who are liking and sharing my live. I'm going to do one more card reading, and then I'm going to roll right into past relatives. Thank you, Katie. I know water is important, right? I feel like I was running all day. I don't even know what I did. But I wasn't sitting at my desk all day like I usually am. And when I'm sitting at my desk, I have my Nana cup. Y'all see my Nana cup? One of my kids gave it to me. You know, that reminds me, I was just thinking the other day, once I became a Nana, everyone calls me Nana now. Even my grandbabies. I mean, even my own kids call me Nana. It's like, I don't hardly hear anyone call me Mama anymore. Everyone calls me Nana. All right. This is for Katie Plans Magic. I love that name, Miss Katie Plans Magic. Ooh, dropped a card. Wonder what that could be. Oh, yes. All right, Miss Katie Plans Magic. Let's see if she can go live. All right, Miss Katie Plans Magic. Oh, she is she plans trips. Looks like to Disney, maybe? That would make sense. Katie Plans Magic. Let's see if she can go live.
Hi.
And Disney vacations.
Yeah, I do a little bit of all vacations, but Disney's my love.
Very good. I thought it was like when I saw the Katie Plans Magic, I thought maybe you were a card reader or medium or something like that. But when I clicked for you to go live, I was like, oh no, that is sarcastic.
A different type of magic.
Oh, I love Disney. I love Disney. We were really wanting to go as a family this year, but people haven't decided they can't afford it, so I think we're going to go next year. All right. So what I have going on here for you today, Miss Katie, is the first card I have is a Nine of Swords. This Nine of Nine of Swords. So this is an accumulative effect of this suit. This suit is about thoughts and beliefs and the subconscious. So when I tapped into what this is meaning for you, you have been getting a ton of signs from the other side. I don't know that you've been recognizing them. I'm seeing a lot of guides and relatives around you. They've been living signs like crazy, I'm hearing. I'm seeing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, 333. I'm seeing that you've been having a lot of birds just coming kind of close to you.
Mhm.
I've been seeing coins. Have you been noticing these?
Now that you mention it a little bit, but like not until
Mhm.
you said that. In
Right.
fact, I've almost felt like we've had a lot of family turmoil right now, and I felt like the guidance I was having from my mom is missing.
Okay, very good. That's the first thing. So for everyone listening, when you read cards, this is definitely a lot of intuitive cards. Sometimes I just throw the cards down and just read people intuitively. They do kind of get me on what is important to you. So the Nine of Swords does not usually mean what I just said to Katie. But when I tapped into this card and I felt the energy I was like, what are they saying? I knew right away. You have people that are just circling you from the other side. The next card I have is the Hanged Man. I don't know if this came up for someone else. This is about taking a time out for yourself, removing you from the turmoil and whatever situation that you're in, and taking a mental time out, listening to yourself. Next up, we have the Five of Wands. The five is about trouble. There is like some instability and trouble around you. The energy is very like you see how these people are fighting and they're fighting
Hmm.
against each other, but they're dressed the same. So it means there's infighting. There's fighting with
Hmm.
people who should be on the same team, basically. So
Most definitely.
how do we fix that? The last card is the Three of Cups. It's about leaning into those people that are in your inner circle. I don't feel like it's family members. I think that this is more about some friends you have. And I'm hearing it's not
Hmm.
just friends. You have especially one very level headed friend. Do you know who they're referencing with this card?
Yes, yes, I do.
I'm hearing to lean into her yourself and then your level-headed friend and let
Hmm.
those people, those infighting people that are fighting, no, I don't know what they're fighting about, but there is a spirit standing here telling me that it's just nonsense what they're fighting about.
Hmm. Very much so. Yes.
I'm hearing that. That was a word this lady that stepped up who is from the spirit world said to me. She said, it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. Katie knows that.
That would most definitely probably be my mom.
Okay, real quick, this is not what this was about, but dead people are my favorite. Do you have one of your mom's necklaces?
No, no, I don't.
Who has her jewelry?
She actually didn't wear jewelry.
She's referencing a necklace. This lady stepping up is referencing a
Hmm.
necklace. So who do you know that you have some of their jewelry or that you wear a jewelry that makes you remind of them? What is this necklace reference?
Mm. I can't think of anything.
Okay, so let's break this down because we're not going to let this go because I can get like a
Okay.
dog with a bone when I see something. I'm like, Okay, She is, let's pull back and think outside of a necklace. It is definitely jewelry, it is definitely something on your body. What do you have that you wear that reminds you of your mother or your grandmother?
I have some of my mom's like old t-shirts and stuff, and sometimes I will put those on, especially when I'm sad.
Okay.
Um, I don't have anything of my grandmother's. My sister has her ring.
Okay, your sister has your grandmother's ring
Hmm.
and you wear your mom's clothes. Very good. Okay. Because as I was talking, I was like, no, I am definitely putting something on. We need to think this through. I can get, like I said, a dog with a bone because I know what
Hmm.
I am seeing was sometimes my interpretation can be off. And for Katie and anyone watching, I know a lot of people think that reading dead people is like talking to a 3D human. I say it's like playing charades with drunk toddlers. We are on different vibrational lengths and we're speaking different language and we're trying to make it work out. So, okay, so real quick, I'm parking your mom for a second. Is your sister going through a tough time?
Yes.
Yes, because your
Yes.
grandmother, the second I knew there was some jewelry involved, and to be honest with you, it was your grandmother stepping up first, not your mom.
Okay.
Because it was the necklace was just representation for jewelry.
Hmm.
So when it started getting murky and confused, then I had the other spirit step up, and that's how we were able to separate them. The first person stepping up was your grandmother. She is
Hmm.
really, and the second you talked about her having your sister having her ring, I just felt very worried about someone. Your grandmother is very worried about your sister and the choices she's making right now.
Hmm.
She's showing
That.
me that your sister is, she's sometimes when we are under such severe stress or something is going crazy and awry in our life, we don't make choices that we would make on a normal everyday basis, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Your sister needs to play that hangman card. She needs to take a step back and kind of sit with herself and process before she acts. Now, this is your mom stepping up. She's holding this t-shirt. I don't know which one she's referencing, but it's very faded and ratty. It has a neck on it and it almost has a hole worn right here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Your mom is saying that you and your sister are complete opposites when you get in that regard. When you get stressed and turbulent, you take a step back and you sit with the energy before you act. Your sister tends to just act before she thinks.
Yeah, both of them.
Um, your sister really needs to take a time. Your grandmother is saying, your grandmother's using the time out word. She just needs to kind of take a time out and sit with her feelings and process her emotions before she acts because she knows the answer. She knows what she's supposed to be doing. She knows
Hmm.
the answer, but she's not listening to anyone. So she's just to
Hmm.
sit with that for a moment. This is not me saying this next part, not your people, but she can journal. Like if sometimes people just feel like they need to spew those emotions and feelings out. If it's not appropriate, then journal them. Get them out, but journal them and throw them away if you don't want to
Hmm.
get to it. All right. Thank you, Miss Katie.
Thank you so much. This meant so much to me.
Of
Thank you.
course. Thank you. All right. That started out as a card reading and quickly turned into mediumship. I'm sure y'all have never seen me do that before, have you? All right. Let's see here. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. What I'm looking for invite. I was seeing if anyone had a bunch of shares. I was gonna get them a ring that reminds me of my Mimi. That's sweet. Someone has a ring that they said that reminds them of their Mimi. Okay, I'm gonna see if Miss Jess can go live. If she wants something, she was doing very good, like sharing my live, sending me some pretty gifts. I appreciate her. Let's see what Jess has got going on. Don't you love it when I do this? It's like I have no idea what I'm about to be asked to do. I like it that way though. All right, I don't know if this person's gonna be able to go live. I just invited Jess to go live. I don't know if she declined or what it was, but the invitation isn't there anymore. Let's try it again. If it disappears again, then I'll know that. Oh, hmm. All right, I guess Miss Jess can't go live. All right, but we appreciate her anyway. I appreciate Miss Jess. I didn't see her up there. She didn't accept my invitation. Am I going to Mystic Fest this weekend? No, I am not. You know, I looked at Mystic Fest and then we decided not to go because we got the puppies. And then my husband had a death in the family. So we were actually going to be traveling to Louisiana this weekend. So there you go. Is a spirit being overwhelming during a potential reading something that happens often? Never. Leah, can you go live? Because I need more description. Okay, Miss Leah, I'm gonna ask you to go live. I need to know what you're talking about. That, and then the Gnomes family is next. So stay up, the Gnomes family. Hi, Miss Leah.
Hi,
All right. So now where are you located, Leah?
Indiana.
Indiana. Now, what are you talking about here?
So I've had a couple family members reach out to like mediums to try to contact with my sister, and two separate mediums have both said that she's like angry and too overwhelming and that they just can't communicate with her.
That's a lie. I will sit here every day long and scream from the rooftops. Makes me want to say a bad word, lie.
Yeah.
That is a sure sign, and y'all do not ever hear me badmouth other mediums. That is a sign that they are not authentic, they are lying, and they did not have the proper spirit or was not getting the proper identification or did not have a message. Spirits do not come through overwhelming, spirits do not come through angry. They are absolutely in a place of unconditional love. That's just a lie.
Okay.
Now, who is this that you're talking about? What spirit did they say was overwhelming?
My sister Katie.
They said your sister herself. So your sister is in spirit.
Yes.
All right, let's see if we can do this. I have to get out of my head for a moment because I was a little bit angry that somebody was lying to me. So let me just, whoo. So the person, as I'm doing this, I was like, whoo, like trying to calm myself down, connect to the spirit world. And this girl came sauntering up and she's being all calm. Like she is being very entertained that I'm all riled. I don't get riled very often. So she's very entertained by it. She's looking at her nails and she's like, right? This gal is also telling me that your sister was prone to making rash decisions herself when she was on Earth.
Yes.
She would not always think through the repercussions of her actions in the end. Like, it's a really good idea to get in the car with this strange guy and do drugs.
Yeah.
Not realizing that, long term, that might not be so great. And when I'm teasing her, I'm kind of teasing her about this, but that is absolutely something she should do. And she said, but I would have fun. I had fun. Now, something that she is referencing, this is not true, but people reference her to be the black sheep, the bad kid. Those are not that her family called her that. She's absolutely saying my family didn't say that about me, but other people would. Did you ever hear people talk like that about your sister?
Yes.
Yes. So the reason she is telling me things like that for people watching and for Leah, she doesn't believe them and they're not true, but she is telling me things that happened in her life to just identify her.
Okay.
She's also taking responsibility for her own passing. She is saying it was an accident, that she absolutely didn't mean for it to happen, but she felt invincible. Do you know what she's referencing?
Yeah, there's been, like people have thought that, it was ruled a suicide and some people just didn't believe it, but I always kind of thought that maybe she thought her fiance would catch her in the act and be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" And it just got to a point where she was too far gone.
Yes. So that is exactly. So for everyone watching, that I said, she's taking responsibility for her action, for her passing. So she was admitting, I did it, but she didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And that she also said, before Leah told that story about it, she also was saying that she felt invincible, which fits what Leah said later, because Leah said people felt like she didn't want to leave this earth. She felt like she was going to be stopped. She was in, and your sister is owning that she was very much an attention seeker. She was going to do anything to get attention and how the spotlight on her. Now, when she said that, she's already kind of said that, and she said it again, so I knew she was leading in a direction. She's saying that is a kind of as an apology to you, because this, your sister, she's admitting this, these are not my words, she wreaked havoc on your entire family with her behavior, and it affected not only your parents, but the siblings also. Now, do y'all have a brother? Okay,
Yeah.
before you end, okay, you do have a brother? Just one?
3.
Okay. Because she's mentioning, I felt like there was more than one, but she's mentioning one in particular. Do you have a brother who was very contemplative? I see a lot of trucks around him. I'm not sure if he drives trucks or if he just likes trucks. And he was very affected by your sister's death more so than the other two.
I mean, one of my brothers drives a truck. I mean, he just got a new truck. I don't know if that's.
Okay, so that brother, he drives a truck and he just got a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. She showed me him driving a truck. So I wasn't sure if it was him just liking trucks or if he really, because some people, they'll show me they love these trucks, but they just can't afford one or whatever. So I wasn't sure if your brother, I knew he loved them. She, what, okay, she sent some birds. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the exact one. I thought that's what she was showing me, but it was just so weird. I wanted her to show it to me again. She sent some crows.
Oh.
Just let him know that is a weird bird to send. She is right. So your sister, for all of her craziness and the way she lived her life, she was, smart. And she's like, no, crows are the messenger bird, which she is right. Crows are the messenger bird, but most people don't think that. They just see this black crow and they're like, ugh. But she said they're messenger birds, and I'm sending him messages of love. So just know when your brother sees the crows, they are from your sister, and how much she loves him.
Okay.
She is also saying for you, she's woken you up at night. Have you been woken up in the middle of the night? I'm seeing it was between, like, it was like 2:10, 2:15 a.m. Have you been being woken up that time in the night?
Yeah, there's been a couple times where I've woke up and been like kind of like in a panic.
Yeah, it's your sister. She's waking you up.
Okay.
So why you're in a panic is because when you're in when you're sleeping and you're already in trance, so you can feel spirits, and so she's waking you up. So you're waking up panicked, knowing someone's in your environment. That's why you're panicked.
Yeah, I dream about her a lot.
Yeah, so that's when she comes to you. So you're welcome for waking you up in the middle of the night. And I'm so sorry those people told you that. So for Leah and everyone watching, just whenever you go. So were these people that were giving you free readings? Did you pay for these readings? Where did you find these people that support you?
One of them was like an over the phone. It was actually with my brother, and they just said that she was angry and that they couldn't talk to her. And then one of them was in person, and it was with one of, just a friend that me and my sister were both pretty close with. And they said that she was like overwhelming and she was angry because we didn't know what really happened and that we were mad at her for, taking her own life and that it wasn't what we thought. So, that caused a bunch of drama and people thinking that, oh, maybe she was murdered. And I was just kind of sitting there like, I don't know.
Right. You can absolutely. I love that, Leah. So I was about to say, I can tell it wasn't resonating with you. The problem with that is that not everyone is intuitive as you, Leah. So everyone else is probably taking it seriously and personally, and those mediums they were not ethical. I mean, they were not.
Yeah.
They weren't
And
right.
I just believe that like when you get to heaven that, anger and regret just isn't something that you feel.
You're
So,
absolutely right. And I say that all the time whenever spirits step up. I will say I don't always have good words for feelings I'm getting from heaven because they make me feel in a way that I can't really explain because we don't have English words for it.
mhm.
And you're right. They will let me know that they maybe regretted their actions on earth, but they're really not sad that they're in heaven because they're in heaven.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry that those people gave you that information.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right, there we go. I was trying to click disconnect. It wasn't letting me. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank her for that. Thank you, Elizabeth. That was an awesome reading. Okay, I was going to, let's see, the Gnomes family, if I can get back up to them. There we go. All right, the Gomes family. I thought it was the Gnomes family. I thought it was GN, but it's just G. So the Gomes family, I'm about to ask you to go live. Let's see if she can do it. That one ended up being a little bit longer, so I want to thank. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So now what is your name?
Crystal.
Crystal. Thank you for waiting around. That reading ended up being a little bit longer than anticipated.
Thank you.
All right, so now Crystal, you gotta love it when I do this. I don't know what you want. Do you want cards, and you want psychic? You want a relative? What are you looking for?
I'd like to hear from a relative.
Is it a male that you're wanting to hear from?
Um,
A man?
it can be a man or either my grandfather, my uncle, or my grandmother. It doesn't matter.
Okay. The first person that stepped up was a man. If you didn't want a man, I was going to push him to the side, but I'm going to describe him. It feels like a grandfather energy. He feels very, very suave, kind of Italian feeling. He's loving. He's showing me he had beautiful hair. He also served in the military, but I'm not feeling that he retired. He is showing me serving. Did your grandfather serve in the military?
No, my uncle Frank served in the military.
Okay, very good.
He did retire from the military,
Okay, so he did retire.
and he had nice hair. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. He's very proud of that hair. Okay, then we have Uncle Frank. So that is for everyone listening. That's why I was like, oh, we have a gentleman here. And she gave me 3 options. I was like, let me just describe them because, not sure which one I had. And it was her Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank is telling me that y'all recently were talking. Oh, it was Memorial Day. So y'all were talking about him on Memorial Day?
I can't remember. We had people here that weekend.
Okay.
It could have been.
He is referencing being discussed. So I don't know if you know if he has children, if you know that the family that's closer to him. He was referencing being discussed. Now he's also referencing. Are y'all planning a beach vacation? Are y'all planning? He's showing me y'all going on vacation.
We're going to Florida in July.
Okay, very good. Okay, I just have to ask. This is not from your Uncle Frank. This is me. Crystal, do you know how hot it is in Florida in July? I just didn't know.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew before you really went down there in July.
Yes.
Okay, so when spirits talk about, like he showed me you going on vacation, he showed me a beach, and that's why I asked if you were about to go on vacation somewhere. It's a sign that they are around you and they see what is going on. Crystal, do you have, he's showing me a relative of y'all's that is sick, but it feels like it's on your husband's side of the family. Does your husband have one of his parents or a relative that's close to him who is ill?
Well, my husband's father's hasn't been feeling well.
Okay, it felt like it was, so that would make sense because he was talking about someone around you being sick, and I was about to ask you if one of your relatives, and then he took me to your husband. So then I knew it was your husband, one of his relatives.
Well, my husband is having a hard time. He's struggling with his mental health right now, so I wonder if he might even be.
Okay, so good. Now no, he's talking about your husband's father.
Okay.
And I'm hearing that he needs to dig deeper. So I don't know if he's just going to like an internist or someone who is cursory. Oh, you're getting old. Oh, take this medicine, take that medicine. Your uncle is showing me them scratching the surface of what is wrong with your husband's father.
Okay.
Now, for Crystal and anyone watching, that may seem odd that this is Crystal's Uncle Frank, and he is giving health information about Crystal's father-in-law. So really not blood connected. Spirits don't care. Spirits don't care if they're blood connected. They are love connected, and that's what it means.
Yeah.
So now when I asked him again why he was so worried about your husband's father, if something right now happened to your husband's father, your husband's in a fragile condition, and it would really put him over the edge.
Yes.
So he's saying you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone by helping that's the word your uncle used, killing two birds with one stone. By his father getting better, then it's going to give your husband some time to regroup. I asked, what is wrong with your husband? Like I asked your uncle, like, what's wrong with her husband? Because now I'm just being nosy. And I'm seeing that your husband has had, like, he was always this, like, I'm going to take care of things. I got things under control. I'm controlling. And then in the last, he shows me 5 years, things just started happening that were out of his control. And in the last 2 years, something major happened. Do you know what he's referencing?
Yes. So my husband's job closed down. He works in corrections, so his job closed down, and he was forced to go to another facility, and the facility is just awful. So that's
Very good. Okay.
that's why my husband's struggling right now, is because of like the job.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was asking your uncle. It's like, okay, so it's a job. What do we need to do about that? I don't know if your husband has the power to do this. I thought that your uncle was going to straight up say, tell your husband to quit. I thought that's what he was going to say. That is not what he said. He showed me your husband affecting change. Does he have the ability to affect change in that workplace?
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing.
And that's funny. It's funny that you say that, because a while back, my husband and I had a private reading with you,
Oh.
and you said the same thing to him.
As y'all can tell, I did not know that.
Yes. So you said the same thing to him months ago.
Okay, very good. Well, my husband's sitting on the other side of the desk. He said, well, I guess he just needs to go ahead and do it then.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, that is funny. Okay, so as y'all could tell, I did not remember her, and I couldn't see her face, so I don't remember my readings. Sometimes I will recognize people's faces. I don't remember your spirits unless you have come to me many times. And so it's funny, his spirits were stepping up saying the same thing this time that they said the last time. You're welcome, Crystal. You're welcome. I know, Alan Mom, right? She's like, we had a reading with you. I was like, ooh. Sometimes I do feel bad whenever people pop on my screen and I'll start introducing myself, asking where they're from. They're like, yeah, you've read me 2 other times or something like that. I was like, oh, sorry. All right. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if anyone is brave, I have a video there asking people to go and stitch it, to tell me what your people send to you that you love. Like I gave him examples. Someone else stitched it, another medium. Her name is Peaceful Nick. And she said that her mom sends her doves, which I absolutely love. So if any of you brave souls or really want to help me out, go to my my page and stitch the video that's asking you to say what your loved ones send you that you love. I again want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate it. Aw, thank you. AB number 1 says that she will do it, that she has tons. Thank you. I appreciate that. It really helps whenever, how do we know? I think mine is hummingbirds, but I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like tapping into the hummingbirds. It is a female that is sending those hummingbirds to you, Andy, and I'm hearing that it is, I was like, why hummingbirds? And it's the beauty of them. And so when I was like, oh, the beauty of them. So, Andy, what I'm hearing, and this might embarrass you a little bit, good thing you're not live, you might get embarrassed, that you present a different person to the world than how you are inside. Inside, you are this beautiful, loving, empathetic, just beautiful soul. And to the world, you present that some, yes, but you have put up a lot of boundaries and a lot of protections because, of course, you know, people can bully. And you learned early on to kind of shut down and hide. how sweet and compassionate you actually are. And so this person sending this hummingbird is telling you to remember who you are and to start letting that shine again. So yes, it is a relative. So go stitch my video, Mr. Andy. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. Do spirits send nightmares? No, spirits aren't mean. Spirits are not mean. Let's see if we can find it. Hello, beautiful souls. So okay. Now I want everyone to step out of their so here it is. You can tell this was a couple of days ago. I got my hair cut today. Same person. It's just a little bit longer. So I'm wearing this scarf. Transitioned loved ones that have crossed over. And this is what it looks like. Everyone's pretty familiar with the normal. I posted it 2 days ago, it says. All right. Thank you, everyone. Oh, how do you stitch? You, oh, so this is just something that just came up. So you see this little arrow button? When you click on the arrow button, it will ask you what you want to do. If you want to forward it, if you want to stitch it, just what you want to do. So you click that arrow button and then you choose the stitch. Look at what we're learning tonight. Now, if someone else could just tell me how to do on the lives, do those funny things that everyone does. They have those funny backgrounds. They can write on their screens. Also, I need someone who knows Kajabi. I just need a lot of help with my technology. All right. Thank you, everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate it. I thought I had just seen, I was going to grab someone. I thought someone had sent me a bunch of hearts. Did I miss that? Besides. Oh, my husband is sending a lot of hearts. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Cameron said, I sent a lot. All right, we'll let Cameron go. Let's see what Cameron's got going on here. All right, Cameron, I'm going to ask you to go live. Let's see if Cameron can. Hi, Cameron.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Where are you at?
Where am I at? I'm in Florida.
Florida. I was just talking to someone. I don't know if you saw that last reading I did.
Yeah.
Their spirit was talking about them going on vacation, and they're going there in July. That's a terrible time to go to Florida.
I'm going to the beach in July too.
All right, Mr. Cameron. I said Mr., but
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. I should not do that when I don't know what pronouns people want. Okay, so do you want cards? Do you want psychic? Do you want a past relative? Do you have a friend in spirit who took their own life?
Technically, yes. I have technically he was my mom's best friend growing up, and we called him uncle, but he wasn't really our uncle.
Yes, and he had substance abuse problems.
Yes.
So that is who is stepping up, but would you like someone else?
No, that's fine.
Okay. You're like, I'll just take him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Uncle Toddy was the best.
Okay, he's also referencing that someone has a tattoo in his honor. Do you know who got the tattoo in his honor?
No, I do not know who got the tattoo in his honor.
Okay, very good. Start asking around, and then you have to message me and let me know who it was.
I will.
Because really, Cameron, it's not me being right. This gentleman he's talking about, you sound young, and I'm not quite sure how old you are, but he's talking about that you've had the opportunity to make some not great choices in your life. And at the last minute, you pulled yourself back and you actually lost friends because you decided you were going to take a different path than what they were trying to get you to take. Do you know what he's referencing?
I mean, I was in nursing school, and then I withdrew from nursing school, got a job in construction, went back to school for IT, did that for a little while, and then switched my major back to nursing.
When you were in that construction jobs, were you hanging out with some people that were maybe making not great choices?
I mean, I wasn't really hanging out with them, but I mean, I was at work all the time.
Okay, yeah.
And half the people that were there were either felons or whatnot.
Oh, good. Nice. Right. I think, Cameron, you're going to make me have second thoughts about having people come into my house and doing work.
Right.
He is very much saying that you are meant to be in the nursing field, but he was showing me something past nursing. should you be doing nursing? Yes, but he's showing me you going on. I was seeing a PA, physician's assistants, but also my PA looks the same as a nurse practitioner. So if you said no, but I wasn't thinking about being a nurse practitioner, I could take that. But he is telling me for you not to give up on your dreams. That it's going to get tough. There is a certain subject matter that you absolutely struggle with, and every time you hit this class, you have a hard time passing it. But he is showing me you being a bull and just pressing through it. It's not like it looks like chemistry, but not. What is that? A subject matter that you have particular problems with?
I mean, typically I do fairly well in school. Pharmacology I had an issue with.
Okay, very good. I'll take it. I've never seen pharmacology. Does it look kind of like chemistry?
Well, technically it's similar, but it's medications.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, so I will take that because he was showing me something that for everyone watching, this gentleman was showing me chemistry, which is what he can reference in my head. I've never taken pharmacology, so I don't know what that looks like. And Cameron is saying, yeah, it's kind of it's kind of chemistry related to pharmacy products, basically. He is very much talking about, he's coming back to that, Cameron. He's circling back to the medications. It's like, why are we circling back to that? I don't know what you would possibly specialize in that has to do with medications, but he's circling back to these medications. Is there something as a nurse that you could specialize in that has to do with medications?
I mean, other than like holistic healing.
Maybe not a pharmacy or something like that?
No, I wouldn't really work into it. I mean, my main interest is phlebotomy and like cardiovascular.
Ooh, cardiovascular.
It's one of my favorites.
That is okay. So whenever I'm for Cameron, anyone reading, pain management. Thank you, Diana Hess. Thank you. That resonates. So Cameron, whenever you're going through school and you are getting towards the end and you're starting to like try these different specialties, what you really want to specialize in, it feels more like, yes, of course, if you love cardiovascular but don't be surprised if you don't get pulled in a different direction. This spirit is still showing me a lot of pharmacy drugs. Diana said pain management. That really resonated with me.
I would like to do hospice, but here kids, yeah.
Okay.
I do like helping people during transitions because I am a tarot reader. I do hear spirits sometimes. They come to me, but that's something that I've not really been able to develop as a skill yet. And I do help people in like transitions with their lives and stuff like that. And
very good. That is exactly the kind of stuff he is talking about.
And a lot of people that I have that were friends who have lost relatives or loved ones, usually I'm like the first person that goes to console them and help them during that transition.
When you have a superpower like that, lean into it. It sounds like you do a really good job of leaning into it. Please continue doing that and don't switch your major again. You are exactly right. I know. Brittany is on here saying, take a class with Christy. Yes, I do teach intro to mediumship. So I would love to have you in one of my classes. They start back up in August. Thank you, Cameron.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank y'all. Also, something else I'm going to start doing, which is, that's the reason I was asking if anyone knows Kajabi or anything about Kajabi. I'm about to start a subscription program. It's probably going to kick off in August. I might do a soft launch in July, but it's going to be a subscription program where you just pay monthly and we will meet several times a month discussing different things. I will do readings. We will do, there will be a community where we can discuss spiritual concepts. There will be a blog that is just for the community, and there will be journal prompts, meditations, because I have found that people come to me a lot for readings. I found people taking my classes just over and over and over, and it was just because they wanted to be in the spiritual environment. So it's like, I'm just going to create a community, and we're going to start a spiritual community where people can ask questions, feel comfortable, find their own tribe. And thank you, Brittany, for the shout out. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate it. I appreciate you all. I am going to go to my guests and I'm going to let's see what time it is. Scroll and just pick someone to go live. Are y'all ready? Who's it going to be? Let's see who we got here. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm stopping. It is going to be a Sherry Wilcox. All right, Miss Sherry Wilcox. Let's see if she can go live. Which I love it when I do that. I feel like it's Wheel of Fortune. Or The Price is Right. That's what it is. Price is Right when we're scrolling. All right, let's see if she can go live. I don't see her. I don't see her accepting my live. So let's try that again. Let's see who else we got that can go live. Scrolling, stopping. We are stopping on Awakening. All right, let's see if Awakening can go live. We're just scrolling right on through. Someone did what?
I heard.
Oh yeah, no one's accepting it. No one likes me tonight. That's okay.
Oh, there's a lot of takers.
I was like, no one likes me tonight. No one wants to go live. Okay. Okay, we'll do Allie Farrell.
Wow, way to go, Allie.
Yep, way to go. She was like right there. Hi, Allie.
Hello.
Walking somewhere. Are you trying to run to a different room?
I'm trying to get away from my puppy. They're a little loud.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Barking.
I wouldn't know anything about that. All right, Miss Allie. So where are you located?
Alabama.
Alabama. All righty. Do you want cards, psychic, a past relative? You want your grandmother?
A past relative.
Which one would you like?
I have a great grandmother that I would love to
Oh,
hear
because
from, or I have a grandfather as well.
I think whenever I said, who do you want? Do you want a past relative, a grandmother? Because there was this grandmother energy stepping up. Okay, but let me describe her. She feels like she has a very old name. That's the first thing I'm hearing from her.
Yes.
Oh, someone says that there
That's
is.
the second person. I don't hear.
You don't hear an echo? I don't hear an echo either. I don't know what the echo is about. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments, Allie. People are saying it's echoey. I'm not hearing an echo. I don't know. Oh, it's echoing when you talk. I'm not hearing her echo. Okay. So I'm hearing this grandmother is stepping up. She has an old-timey name. She's also saying, I'm seeing that she's saying, or I'm feeling that she was a Southern Baptist, but maybe she is just, was very religious. She's also showing me that she would always cook with an apron on, and she would use this apron to wipe her hands on. She is cooking something in what looks like my gumbo pot, but I don't feel like it's gumbo. Looks like it's more creamy, like some kind of chowder or chicken and dumplings. Do you know what she's referencing?
Yes, ma'am. She used to make vegetable soup, and I would come over all the time and get it.
Oh, very good. All right. Say thank you for confirming that for everyone watching. That's spirits would just give things that brings up beautiful memories. Like she could have said anything, but Allie remembered going over there and eating her vegetable soup. And so that's what she's going to bring up. Allie, have you been trying for a baby?
Yes, ma'am. I actually just had a miscarriage. Like a month ago. So.
Yes. And so she
I
is
just got chills.
You're gonna have a baby. I know that you're devastated and
Yes, ma'am.
you thought that this baby was the next time. I'm sorry. Look, Odin wants to say hi to everyone. Let's say hi real quick. There's Odin. There he is. Yes, I know. Okay. You are gonna have a baby. That's the first thing she said to me is I could see you holding a baby, and I was about to say, oh, you just had a baby, and she was like, no. She was showing me that you are you're going to have one. Now she is referencing, do not decorate a nursery on what I say. Please don't. But I'm feeling the baby that you lost was a girl, and I'm feeling the one coming to you is going to be a boy. I'm also hearing that you already had names picked out for babies, like whichever one you have, You have
Yes,
names.
ma'am. I actually was going to use my maiden name for a girl or a boy.
Okay, very good. I was hearing you already had names picked out and that you were also I'm here real quick. She's referencing the baby that you lost. For whatever reason, there is a lot of guilt, and I'm hearing that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, ma'am. I actually been struggling with, like, when it happened, I was ready, but then in the back of my mind, I was like, am I ready? So I kind of was thinking that I wished it away. I was having a lot of guilt.
Oh, okay, very good. Your grandmother's laughing at you, and she's like, "Oh, honey, you're not that powerful." Which I disagree. You're very powerful, but it's just her way of saying that you did not wish that baby away.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
She's also saying that when you have your baby, which you're not even pregnant with yet, but the baby that you're going to have, your great grandmother is going to be the orbs that you see in that baby's picture. And she shows me this sweet baby just sitting in one of those kind of bouncers, kicking, and you are, the proud mama there taking pictures, and there's some little sparklies right above their head, and that's going to be your grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are you not married yet?
Yes, ma'am. I have been for 2 years.
Okay. Because she's saying that to make an honest woman out of you, but you're already an honest woman.
Yes, she did. She passed before she got to meet him, so.
She does like him. She says he's a very good guy. He's a hard worker.
Yes. Very.
Has he thought about starting his own company?
I don't think so. My dad actually got him a job working on the railroad, so that's what they do. And it's really hard work what he does.
It is.
He's gone a
lot. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm tapping back into her because I'm feeling, have you thought about starting your own company? I'm feeling the startup of a company.
I'm planning to go to dental hygiene school, hopefully next July. So I was hoping that I could get into that.
Okay, very good. Then we'll let that go, but you are not going to start that till next July. If something drops into your lap that you can do part-time or something that you never considered doing, and it is like you are starting your own company, give it some thought, because she's very much making me feel like it was either you or your husband. She was showing me both of you, and I couldn't determine which one it was, but one of you is starting your own company.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, and congratulations on the baby that you aren't even pregnant with yet.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, that was fun. I love it whenever people talk about those little babies. All right, let's see what we got going on here. You're welcome, Allie. You're very welcome. All right, let's see here. Let's see what Miss Ashley Marie wants. She said that she told me like 15 times she requested to go live. So let's see what Ashley wants. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
So where are you located?
Sitting in the gym parking lot right now.
You're in the gym parking lot. I should be.
Because I've been having just like such a strong feeling. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take me. I'm not gonna go in.
Oh my goodness. And you were waiting for me. I need to go work out. You're making me feel guilty. So this is a time where my spirits are using you to make me feel guilt over not working out like I should. All right, Miss Ashley, do you want a relative, you want a card reading, or you want psychic?
Actually from my friend.
You want your friend who's passed?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it a male, a boyfriend, a guy friend?
Yes.
Yes, because he was here. Okay. I want him to come closer. This guy is very flighty with his energy. So I'm going to give a lot more information, but I just want to start with that because it was hard for me to nail him down. He was like over here and over there and over there. And I was like, the whole time I was talking to you, I knew you were going to request him. And I was trying to pull him closer and he wouldn't settle down. Did he have ADHD?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
He's also showing me that he was gone before his time, which I get. There have been more memorials made for him. Do you know about these memorials?
Yes.
Okay, very good. He is referencing that at his funeral or wake, whatever you're calling it, because I was saying funeral and he stopped me. So whatever they did for him, they must have called something else, because when I said funeral, he stopped me. But he was talking about how many people were there and he could not believe he was so loved. Did you go to this event?
Yes, it was huge.
He had no idea. He said, I had no idea I was so loved. He's also showing me leaving this planet quickly. So it's not like he had an illness. He is showing me being like out. Also, he had a little bit, did you know him well?
Yes, kind of.
He had a little bit of warped sense of humor. And when I say that, he's one of these people that if the energy got too thick, he was going to make light of it, because the way he's showing it, he was like, peace out. Like, I'm done here, peace out. And that's how he left the planet. Like, he did it quickly. But he's just the way he's giving me the information is more of a joke. He is also saying that it was his fault. It was his fault. Was there some confusion over what happened to him or how he passed?
He died from an allergic reaction.
So why is he saying it was his fault? Did he not have an EpiPen with him? Did he not take proper precautions? Do you know why he's saying it was his fault?
Yes, he was on vacation, and before he left, he decided not to take the EpiPen with him because he didn't feel he needed it.
Okay. So now for everyone watching, earlier when someone they had passed differently, I said they're taking responsibility for their own passing. So you'll notice when I say words that they mean something different, because for him, he was saying, it's my fault. It's my fault. So when I say things like that, it means it's more of an accident and he did it. He is also saying that he always knew that he wasn't going to be on this planet for a long time. Not that he had a death wish, not that he wanted to leave this planet, but he was saying that he knew that he wasn't going to be here long. Now, Ashley, are you dating someone?
No.
There is someone who was flirting with you very diligently. Do you know who he's referencing?
I can't pinpoint, but there have been one to two new people in my life, I guess, recently.
Does either one of them have an A name?
No, but my ex was an A name.
Your ex was an A name. Has he been circling back? Yeah. Has he been circling back?
No.
So whenever I said he's been circling back, what he was showing me, so when you get information from spirit, it can come in many different ways. He was showing me a symbol. He was showing me something in my third eye, and he was showing me this bird circling you, which is my sign for someone circling back. I would not be surprised. Now, is your ex dating someone else?
Yes.
Yes, I'm feeling that. But I'm also feeling that he's still going to come back. He's still going to circle back. And he is showing me he's showing me not literally. Like you see it is your ex, you're like, no, slamming your phone down. Now, is there a Nathan? Why am I hearing the name Nathan? What is this Nathan name?
Nathan. His brother's name is Nicky.
Nick, okay, very good. Do you know him well?
We lost touch after he passed away.
Okay. If you see him, and I know that's weird to say, but you would be amazed at what spirit makes happen in our lives. He wants his brother to know that he is the one that has been messing with the radio in his car, or however he Bluetooths his music in. The music in his car. This guy loved music, so he's going to get to people through music.
Okay.
So make sure. Also, he is telling me that when at the gym, you've been to the gym several times and you've had problems with your earbuds connecting.
Yes.
That's him. That is him.
Okay.
Also, there is a guy have you noticed a guy at the gym staring at you?
Uncomfortably, yes.
Oh, because I was gonna say, what are we talking? He's like, He's telling, not the uncomfortable one. There is a cute guy at the gym who's been staring at you. And he is saying, give him the time of day, but not the one who's been staring at you uncomfortably. Not the weird one. Not him. It's
I'll
someone
have to
else.
pay more attention.
I know. Poor Odin.
Too much. Come on.
You are too much. All right. Thank you, Miss Ashley.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Odin got my pants dirty. I thought he'd been inside for a little while, so it would be safe. That dog is not safe. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I want to thank everyone who has been liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. I think I am about to go do some packing. Fun. That is my least favorite part of traveling, is the packing part. I just despise packing a lot. Also, make sure you go and stitch my video, the one I was showing earlier when I was asking people to just stitch it and say what your loved ones send you. There's a lot of reasons I want people to do that. Yes, does it help in the algorithm? Of course, but it's more about spreading that love. Sometimes people feel so disconnected and they don't recognize the signs. They don't recognize the signs of their loved ones around them. So as you start talking about the signs you get from your relatives, other people will recognize it for theirs. So you're just spreading that love. All right, I want to thank everyone. Y'all have a good evening. I will be live again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time.